Hi, and welcome to my speed paint. I thought that I would try doing a voiceover recording, but I know that not everybody likes those, so if you don't want to listen to me ramble on and on and on, feel free to just mute the video and put on some nice music. But I will be talking about some things that I felt might be interesting. They might not be. What I'm doing is actually kind of a redo of my first speed paint that I posted to the channel, because I thought that it would be fun. It was like a My Little Pony speed paint. It kind of sucked. I don't think it was awful. I do think that I put a lot of effort into it, at least. So, and, you know, I tried. I will give myself credit for that. So, right off the bat, things were going not great because I lost the recording footage of me actually sketching the first half. So, you know, great job, Morgan. Great job. Just in general, this isn't the highest quality because when I was drawing and recording this, like the past couple days, I was like kind of sick. I had this really bad headache and I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'll record a speed paint, and it's gonna suck. But I actually think that it turned out okay. One of the main problems that I realized I had with it, but only after I finished it, was that I kind of drew the two faces of the characters too stylistically different. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I might be the only one seeing that. Maybe it's blatantly obvious, but I am never able to find problems with my drawings until after they're done, and then I'm like, no, it's annoying, but at the same time, I'm able to look at it and see what I can improve on to make my next drawing better, so that's good. So the original speed paint was of two ponies. I was super into MLP at the time, and like a lot of other popular artists were, and I'm like, ooh, yes, that looks so cool. So that's what it was. It was like, when I look at the two characters, they're like this fire horse and this, like, sort of galaxy-related thing. They both looked like princesses. I actually remember in the description I said that I didn't even know what I imagined them to be, and I left it up to the imagination, which, come on, past Morgan, that's a cop-out. And when I think about it logically, it doesn't make sense. Like, usually with the whole two princesses thing, like, if you're gonna have them with, like, a certain theme, there's going to be a dichotomy, you know, it's like, there's the sun and the moon, there's the light and the darkness, or, I don't know, fire and water. Fire and galaxy doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but in my head I kind of reimagined it as being not necessarily fire, but sort of the light and, you know, burning stuff of the universe. Like, you know that picture of the black hole, you know, is like all black and orange, you know, that's her aesthetic. Or, you know, like the burning stars, or the collapsing, exploding stars, you know, and like the volcanic eruptions of a planet crushing itself from the inside. I think that's pretty cool. She's like, you know, the cool looking one. She's definitely the one that would punch somebody in the face. I don't really know what I imagined their relationship being when I first did the speed paint, but, you know, I think they're just lesbians, honestly. That's a gay look. So yes, they're two girlfriends who love each other very much, and then, you know, the blue one, I imagine her being, like, I don't know, the void, kind of the cool, like, physically, temperature-wise, cooler parts of the universe. You know, like planets of ice, you know, shining crystals or whatever, bright stars out in the distance, you know, and it's like they're all shiny, woo, or I don't know, shiny space rocks. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I could never get, like, that one girl's eyes right. I redid them over and over and over, and I couldn't do it. I think, like, that was one of the main stylistic differences in between the two characters, was the eyes, because I wanted them to have distinct facial features, but then I kind of which is actually something that I have a lot of trouble with these days. It seems like every time I draw, I've got a new art style, which can be fun, because, woo, I'm experimenting, but at the same time, wow, can I get some consistency, please? I look back at my old videos, and I don't really see much of a problem with that, because, you know, actually that might have just been because all my old art looked the same. I'd, like, always draw the same noodle legs, the ridiculously large ears. I don't think it was that bad. And what really amazed me is that a lot of people, you know, in the comment section giving me feedback also didn't think it was that bad. And, you know, younger, I don't know, 12-year-old me was incredibly surprised because they didn't think anyone would actually like it. They were worried that they'd get put in cringe compilations or told that their art sucked, but I actually got a lot of support, which was amazing, and I really appreciate that, because, you know, I don't think I would have given up on art if people had been really mean to me, but I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube, because I'd be too afraid to go back where I was publicly humiliated over a My Little Pony speed paint. Oh, that would have been funny, but also not, because that's mean. Please don't harass children on the internet. It's not nice. You know, if you see young artists out there, you know, they're probably doing it because it's something that they enjoy, hopefully, and, you know, just be nice to them. They're like little babies. They're like little kittens still learning about the world. You wouldn't punch a kitten. Don't punch kittens. But I actually remember one of my friends, you know, she, like, drew a gift for us, me and one of my other friends, and this one person on DeviantArt added it to a folder that said bad art, and, like, that's just rude. Like, you can give people constructive criticism. That's a good thing, and, you know, if you're looking to help them, you know, that's, like, nice of you to dedicate your time into helping them improve. But if you're not really saying anything constructive or giving them ways that they could improve, that's more destructive criticism than constructive criticism, and I don't really think that it's helpful to a lot of people, especially younger people who might not be that confident in their own art. I know that I wasn't. I just thought it was okay at best. But I do think that it's come a long way, which is something that I'm proud of, because, you know, since I'm homeschooled, I've got a lot of extra time. I've dedicated a lot of that time to art because it's something that I love, which is great. I have one hobby. No, just kidding. I'm also into music. Kind of. I'm not what you'd call competent, but it's something I enjoy, you know? It's not really something that you have to be good at to enjoy, in my opinion. I like playing guitar, even though I haven't been doing it for that long, and I just have a good, fun time. I mean, like, singing and drawing, whatever, all of those are just basic human activities that don't need to be skills if that's not something that you're aiming for. Like, you can just draw because you think it's fun. That's okay. And you can just play music because you think it's fun. And if it sucks, you know, you're just doing it for fun. It's fine. I mean, if you do it for long enough, you'll probably improve anyway. So, bada bing, bada boom. I guess I'm in the mafia now. I actually am, like, an 8th Italian, so hand over your spaghetti. No, God, doing recordings are so awkward. It's like, I'm not even talking to anybody but myself, and yet I still manage to just sprinkle in that dash of social anxiety. I guess I'll just talk about the art. What am I doing now? Oh, yes. Oh, God. I remember I had an issue with the galaxy hair at first, because I was just like, you know what would probably look good? Just taking a bunch of random colors and blending them together. Which, spoiler alert, didn't look that great, because I was kind of new to the whole color theory thing back then. I mean, if you look at the old drawing, I feel like the colors don't suck, but they feel a little uncoordinated. Like, I feel like that blue with everything else was just a little bit off. If I'd redone, like, the horse itself now, I probably would have desaturated it a little to make the hair stand out more. But on, like, the humanized design, yeah, I think that the hair itself looked better, but now I've got like a problem with the outfit because I'm not good at painting fabric or metal or jewelry or fabric folds or so I'm basically just going in blind with a machete, hoping to do something. It's like I've been let loose, you know, just in a cornfield, and I don't know how to shuck corn, and I'm expected to survive. But I make the most of it. I kind of like the whole neck piece. It's shiny. I like shiny things. I think shiny materials are neat. You know, if I see anything shiny, especially if I'm like out shopping at the mall, I don't know, I only do that because like they give me coupons and then I'm like, ooh, I gotta go back and use this coupon to get free stuff. And then they have really good pretzels. And then other than that, I'm just like walking around awkwardly, hoping not to get like yelled at. I don't know why that's a fear of mine. It just is. But anyway, oh, yeah. One thing that I need to work on is, like, lighting and shading, all of that, with, darker skin tones, which I feel like, just like, you know, the Fire Gal, I don't think she turned out badly, but I felt like I didn't exactly know what I was doing color-wise, because I didn't want to make it, like, too bright, and I didn't want to make it too dark, and it's... Woo, I feel like it didn't really look the same, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. And I really didn't know what I was doing with their clothing, because, like I said, I was kind of sick. To be honest, I was half asleep, running on nothing but bagels and Capri Sun. What's self-care? I don't know. But I did have like a really fun time doing this because I got a new tablet that my Uncle Patrick gave me because he is very cool. It is his old Wacom Cintiq, and when I say old, it's like the 13 HD Creative Pen Display or whatever. I don't think it's that old, but I know it's not like one of the newer models, and it is really cool. I had to like order a new cord and a new pen for it because they unfortunately got lost, but it feels so good. I feel like I have a lot more control over it, and it's just really cool to be able to see what I'm drawing while I'm drawing it. And another thing that I realized, I have always hated my line work. Like, I'd look at it on my laptop screen and I'd be like, something about it I do not like. And then I look at it on the pen display, and I'm like, oh, I actually like it now. Why is that? So I look at the tablet, and then I look at my laptop, and I'm like, oh my god, it's my laptop screen. Because it is like so bright and harsh that it makes the lines look a lot jankier than they actually are. And I've noticed that, like, I will look at my art on my iPad or on my phone or whatever, and I realize, that doesn't actually look as bad as when I looked at it on my laptop. And now I've realized, my laptop screen just sucks, and it doesn't like me. So an interesting revelation there, and I don't have to spend countless hours scouring the internet for, brush settings, so that I can like the lines I draw more. So that's great. And right now in the video, you can see me trying and failing to shade like this metal material that I thought was cool. I just don't know how to shade metal, and that's that. I could have looked up a reference picture, but I was like really tired. I should have. I definitely should have. But I think that it turned out okay in the end. Kind of okay-ish, more. But yeah, my advice for art, references are so good. Like, it doesn't take that long. A lot of times when I don't look at them when I should is because I have this really weird short attention span where I have to focus on the task, and then if I like do any side quests for the task, it just gets ruined. Like, if I'm drawing, I gotta stay drawing, no one is allowed to interrupt me, and it's like, I can't just interrupt the process to go, I don't know, look at a picture of a piece of wood. Which I should be doing. I don't really know what it is, but anyway, we're getting towards the end of the video, and I just want to say, for anyone who's been listening this long, thanks! Thanks for listening to me ramble. I know that, maybe the audio isn't that great. If you're hearing kind of a sound, that's because I have a lisp. Sorry. But in the end, I'm just adding some special effects, like I did fire, which I think looks pretty cool. I have actually been drawing fire a lot lately because I've got like a character who has like fire-related abilities. I might draw them, maybe. I like them. And I added like a bunch of stars and whatnot. And now I have a signature! Woo!